Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Oasis, and today we're going to be looking at something that just got revealed not too long ago, actually July 23rd, which was Subiefest in California. At the same time, I was actually at the track day, so I didn't really know this happened until a day or two later, and that is Subaru released the 2024 BRZ TS. Now, this is really interesting because we already have a TS model. Well, in America we don't, but overseas there is a TS model for the WRX, and I wanted to go through and look at the slight differences between two because the differences are not as slight as I originally thought. So first we're going to look at the BRZ, and a lot of what's going on with the BRZ does translate to the GR86 because this is a joint venture. So both cars are getting pretty much the same features with one slight difference. And then compare that to the WRX from 2022, which was the TS WS, and then we'll also talk about what TS means. Now, a lot of you were probably wondering when this car came out, or even when the WRX came out, like, well, what is TS? So if you actually Google, what does TS stand for, it actually stands for, and it doesn't even show me, it actually stands for Tuned by STI. Now, the reason why they use this nomenclature is instead of making an STI, which would be a limited selection vehicle that they would only make X number, they would sell them, and that'd pretty much be it. Tuned by STI means they can get whatever parts they want to source, like suspension parts or brake parts, have their STI team tune them to whatever specifications they want, or even just give Subaru or Toyota, in this particular case, the specifications that they feel are best, and then just get off-the-shelf parts to, adjust them that way, throw them on the car. So technically, you can have an infinite amount of cars that are TS trim instead of building a purpose-built STI version, which again, we're not... It's somehow it always comes back to this STI conversation. I'm trying not to take it there, but that is what the TS stands for, Tuned by STI. So you're probably wondering, well, what the hell is Tuned by STI on this? It seems like there is a brake upgrade. So now both the BRZ and the GR86 will be coming with a type of, performance package that includes 4-pot Brembos in the front and 2-pot Brembos in the back. Now that's 4 pistons in the front, 2 pistons in the back. They are resurrecting that gold, which I believe the older STIs used to come with gold Brembos. I want to say maybe 08, 14, something like that. We'll go back and check. I'll put it up there. Of course, the same suspension or the same brakes are going both on the GR86 and the BRZ, which is cool, great, whatever. The rotors are about 1.5 inches bigger in the front and an inch bigger in the back, so that's nice as well. Now the Subaru both of them get different shocks and different dampers. The Subaru gets Hitachi dampers, and the GR86 gets Sachs or Satches. I don't know how to say it. S-A-C-H-S. Not familiar with it, but that's the difference here. But they're both getting this same upgrade, and of course they're getting very specific wheels, which to me kind of look like Anki TS10s, like I used to have on my 2021 WRX. It reminds me a lot of that. So that's the upgrades that they're getting in the TS version. Now, the GR86 isn't really getting a trim, I don't believe. I think it's just getting a performance package, which you can add onto your GR86. Doesn't matter, same thing. I didn't see anything when it came to the cost of it. Overall, it looks great, and I'm happy for them. I think it's really cool. I think it's a great looking car. It's one of my favorite looking cars right now between this and like the new Z. And having a little bit more performance for that vehicle, that's fantastic. It's good for them. I don't own a BRZ, and if you're watching this channel, you probably don't either. You're thinking, well, whatever happened to that TS WRX that came out like a year and a half ago? Well, I didn't really pay that much attention to it either because I believe it's an Australian model, or I think maybe a Japanese only. Well, I know it's in Australia. I don't know if it's just the entire that side of the world or just Australia. So what I did was I went back to go look at exactly what the TS gives you, and I'm telling you, it's not a lot. So from what I can tell, the TS is, I want to say, the same thing as the GT that America got, the WRX GT, which if you know the GT, it is an automatic only with the adjustable dampers and the Recaro seats. That's it. Like that's I don't know what part of that is tuned by STI. I don't see any tuning there. I couldn't find any information on what what dampers it actually does have on the GT. Now, this particular article I got from Performance Drive, I was trying to find more information here. It does mention like the WRX, WRX GT, and the TS form of the car. I've been having trouble finding more information. I probably need to just like go to Subaru Australia's website, but basically the things that make the WRX or the BRZ tuned by STI are not the same things that the WRX got at that particular time when it was released. There are no BREMBOS, so you got stock doo-doo-ass brakes, which are just terrible. It does have like the slightly upgraded alloy machined wheels, which is cool, but like nobody really cares. It does have the active dampers on them, but it is automatic only. So that's like, I don't know what happened there. Now, of course, the BRZ is manual only, so you have that. Now, another really interesting addition to the BRZ, and I guess in proxy the GR86 as well, but I will have to confirm that, the BRZ manual will now get Subaru's EyeSight system, which was typically reserved for the automatic cars only. Now, this is really interesting because other manufacturers like Volkswagen and Honda, I've said this before in another video as well, manual versions do get some sort of safety features, which I know that's not really everybody's bag, but the fact that they are offering some sort of safety features, that's like blind lane assist, automatic braking, cross traffic, the cross traffic beeping thingy, are now coming in a manual car, which it's useful, you know, as a family person. Having these in my wife's car are paramount, and I will admit, when I get in my WRX, sometimes I miss some of the features, especially the blind lane assist, because it is incredibly useful. Now, of course, the TS tuned by STI version does have that, but it is an automatic, so of course it has it. You know, all of the automatics come standard with the EyeSight system, whether it's a base automatic, or I'm sorry, SPT, the base, the limited, the TS, GT, whatever the hell you want to call it, it comes with those features. But it's just a shame that the opposite isn't true. Why the hell did the TS WRX not get 4-pop BREMBOS and all that? Now, this brings up another interesting question. I made a video a couple of months ago about the Spy 2024 WRX that had like the bigger tires and the bigger wheels, the ugliest wheels I've ever seen, but also did come with what looks like the performance package from the 21. It was red brake calipers, and they did have like paint or a sticker put on it. Like, come on, everybody knows what it is underneath there. So that's something that could still be coming, but it's weird because now what is that going to be? Is that just going to be another performance package? But if you look at history, the VA series WRX did not get that performance package until 2020, and it was only offered in 2020 and 2021. Now, I do believe the BRZ, the old BRZ, the 2013 BRZ did get it at 2017 or 2018. I'll have to go back and confirm that as well. They did get that performance package as well, but here now you look at the BRZ, has only really been out about 1 year, and in its second year of life, 2024 from 2022, it is getting some sort of performance package or a brake upgrade, which again, I am happy for them. Maybe I'm just a little salty that I didn't get one, or the rest of us driving these WRXs didn't get one, because I look at my track day that I just had, and the brakes were the biggest issue. I don't know why they didn't just give us better brakes to begin with, so I didn't have to cry for BREMBOS, but it's interesting nonetheless. This whole TS drama, I don't really know what else to say about it. Nothing really seems tuned by STI, and I know that people will say, oh, well, it really shouldn't have that on there because like STI didn't make it. Well, they did, right? Subaru's STI development team did say, you know, hey, use this or use that. Technically, we're splitting hairs here, right? It doesn't have the STI on it, on the WRX or the BRZ, but like if their STI department says use this, it's tuned by STI. Like if I draw a picture and I put buy a waste, it's buy a waste, you know, that's just how it goes. So anyway, this was just a fun little thing I wanted to do because I love both of these cars. And to be honest, if I have a third car, it's probably going to be a BRZ because I think it looks great. And now that it does come with some added benefits, it's even more of a reason for me to want one. So tell me what you guys think. What do you guys think about the whole TS thing? What do you guys think about the BRZ getting this package before the WRX? Do you own a BRZ, you know? And if you do, please bring it over to my house so I can drive it. Anyway, I hope you guys found the video informative, and I'll see you in the next one. For those of you that don't know, my giveaway is still live. I'm actually giving away a red Noble Series X radiator brace for a 2022 or a 2023 WRX. I will make sure to link the link for the giveaway in the description down below.